Hey guys, Joe Zamataro from PWCMuscle, and in this video we're going to show you how you can restore a sun-faded and slightly abused Sea-Doo Spark using just 3 products that you can find in the PWCMuscle store. Alright, first to give you a quick look, this Sea-Doo is sat outside for a couple of years. You can see a real difference here in this black panel. It's the hard plastic versus the hull, and the real difference in color. There was a sticker from a guy named Kyle that you can see protected it a little bit over some of the years outside, but that's still a far cry from the black on that back piece of plastic. Also, a significant amount of mold and mildew that's on the seat, which was formerly white. So what we're going to use is actually 3 different products. So the first product we're going to use is the Marine Cleaner. This is specifically designed to not only clean the debris off the hull, but help to get inside the pores of the plastic and really prep it for when we go to the hydrate process. This product does a really good job specifically with plastic, but it isn't just limited to plastic. So we'll give you a show of exactly how this stuff works using a clean microfiber cloth, and we didn't do any prep work to the ski, like pre-washing it. There's still some dirt. All we did was wipe off pollen and leaf debris. So we'll give you a show. We're gonna just spray this stuff on. You can see how much darker it looks just from being wet. It's a pretty dirty and old ski. And our decals are coming up here. We'll probably end up just removing these and getting underneath, and then apply new fresh decals. But just give it a nice wipe. You can see all the stuff already starting to come off. And we'll probably use a couple of microfiber towels just so that we're not spreading the dirt around, and get it nice and wiped down here. Any part that we're going to be redoing, we're going to go ahead and use the prep spray. You can spray this stuff on here pretty liberally, just giving it a nice wipe down. And again, you can see already how much crap we've had on here that's coming right off. You don't have to, but I'm going to spray some of this on the seat. We'll be using our mildew cleaner to really take care of the vinyl that we have here, but this is really just to get some of the surface stuff off. And then we're going to go ahead and remove our seat. So you can see it's clean up some of it right now. We'll remove our seat and then continue getting all of the stuff underneath, and show you here separately how we're going to treat the vinyl. If you ever detailed a car before, you know how important having stuff like toothbrushes or other sort of brushes are. I don't have a clean toothbrush at the shop to use, but just using a small bristled brush to get inside the texture that we have here, and you can also get into these corners with it and really get some of this dirt loose, and then you can wipe it out once you get it all loose. It was as packed in here as you can see on this side over here, and just a couple minutes of using that, and see, used it right here. And then we'll get into this area next. Alright, we've stepped outside now in order to do the vinyl seat. It's nice and bright outside right now, which is perfect to allow this to soak in the sun. So what we're going to do is, first I'm going to wipe it off with a little bit of the Marine Cleaner, just to get a little bit of the surface stuff off the top. And then going to spray it down with our vinyl mold and mildew cleaner, and then just let it do its thing. We're going to keep coming out a few times and just spraying it down again and again until we get this as white as possible. We've wiped down the top of the seat. Now we're just going to spray pretty liberally the mold and mildew cleaner. Now we're going to let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes. We'll come back out and reapply. And the time it took to spray it down and then put a new battery in the camera, about 2 or 3 minutes. You can see it's already done a lot of work already. So we're going to let it sit and we'll come back to it. Excuse some of the grinding noise that you can hear in the background. It's the body shop that's next door. Our next step is going to be using the plastic and rubber hydrate. I taped off a little bit of section here so that we don't actually treat that area, so we can kind of show before and after. Using this stuff's pretty easy. We use, which is basically a polishing pad, apply it directly to the pad. Alright, and then we're very simply going to just rub it right onto the ski. You'll see some streaks in it, and we're just going to rub it all over the area until it's not covering anymore. You'll need to apply it somewhere between 2 to 3 times for a normal spark. This one maybe up to 5 times, and then we'll come back after and rub it back down with a microfiber cloth. I mean, immediately you can see that the plastic really just absorbs this stuff. I'm not sure if the camera's picking up the streakiness, but you can see that sitting on top, and eventually it'll be pulled into the plastic itself. So we'll go ahead and do this all over the hull. We'll apply a total of 3 coats for this particular ski, just so you can see the difference and show you the results. So coming in tight here, you can see the streaks that I was talking about. You can still make out Kyle after this first coat, but hopefully by the time we're done with 3, it'll be a little bit lighter and we'll get a little bit closer to the way it was before. This section's just cleaned and has not had the prep, so you can already see the dramatic difference there. So we'll apply a couple more coats, do the entire ski, and then buff out with that microfiber. Again, sorry about the noise, but we've only applied 1 coat of the mold and mildew. Just wanted to show you how it's already coming, much more white and clean. The sun keeps kind of going in and out here, so it's kind of changing the brightness, but it already looks significantly better than it did before. And I'm gonna probably do 3 or 4 total applications and then see where we're sitting. All right, so we've applied about 3 coats to half the ski. We decided to do this indoors instead of outdoors so we can control the lighting. That way we give you a much better representation of the way it looks before and after without the sun coming in and out or other lighting changes in the outdoor environment. You can see on camera already it's a pretty big and dramatic difference. We haven't wiped off the coating yet. I'm going to use one of our PWCMuscle microfiber towels to do that now. If we were going to really try to do a full restore on this, we'd probably come back tomorrow and apply a couple more coats. But for the sake of this video, I think it shows you pretty well how good of a product this stuff already is. Alright, so if you see here, this was one of our biggest problem areas. You can see a little bit of the decal still. You notice some of the streaking, and when we wipe it off, a lot of that streaking goes away. It still looks wet, but really to the touch, it's not. Just the plastic has been hydrated. So we'll go ahead and wipe down the whole ski and show you the difference, and then we'll go ahead and pull this off and see what it looks like underneath. One of the toughest parts of the Spark is going to be this grab rail. The reason is that this is a much harder plastic than the more porous hull. It is already, you can see, darker than the other side by quite a bit. Again, if we were trying to make this go fully black, we'd let it set for longer and do more applications over time, and that would draw in more of the hydrate and make it darker. But for where this started and where it is now, we're pretty happy with the results. Alright, so we're pretty much done with our ski for today. We've put in maybe an hour worth of work. Started with the marine cleaner just to get some of the dirt and grime off the top. Without any mechanical brushing action, we used the vinyl mold and mildew cleaner on the seat. It's not perfect, but it's a far cry from where it was. A few more applications and allowing it to really soak in the Florida sun will do it wonders. And then we went through with 3 applications of the plastic and rubber hydrate. Again, this was in such bad condition that I really think it needs another couple of applications. Most Sparks are only going to need 2 to 3, and then you basically can just do it once a year. The bottle lasts a long time. We're not even close to halfway through this bottle. So for about $75 worth of products that will last you a little bit, we've taken this Spark from looking really rough to, you can see how nice it looks with the black shine. And let's go ahead and remove our tape and really show you the side-by-side difference. You can see it looks almost gray underneath. It's a pretty big dramatic change once you add this hydrate to it. So this is a brand new formula for 2022 with the plastic and rubber hydrate, something that has a little bit more UV protection in it for the Florida sun. Obviously it'd still work well if you're up north, but it lasts about a year in the Florida sun. And it also has a bit more ceramic in it as well, again to allow the coating to last a little bit longer and keep your blacks blacker and your colors more bright. So we've been using these products for a while, and that's why we've now added them to our store. It's something that we really believe in. You can find the line of detailed juice products for what we used both in this video and a few additional products on PWCMuscle.com. All these are specially formulated by Detailed Juice. This isn't something that was repackaged by another manufacturer. These are exclusive products. So it's really something that you can only get with this specific brand. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section or send us an email at pwcmuscle.com. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff on social media. And until next time, ride fast, and we'll see you on the water. Where is the bottle? Just toss it. So this is a brand new formula for 2022 that we have inside as well. So what we're gonna do is just wipe off the surface stuff and then allow our... Check out our latest videos by subscribing, and be sure to hit the notification bell so you get an instant notification every time we upload new content. And in the meantime, here's some additional videos for your viewing pleasure. Sexy eyes, yeah.